Hi, it's Paris from Epic Reviews the Tech Channel, and Microsoft made their big announcement today. Not about the Xbox 720 and not about the Xbox Infinity, about the Xbox One. That's the name they decided on for it, and it will be available later this year. Most people seem to think November, in time for the Christmas shopping season. Today was just the announcement where they had it up on stage, let people see it, take pictures of it, did some demos with it, that sort of thing. You'll be able to find out more June 11th when the E3 conference starts. They'll announce probably the full lineup of games that will be exclusive to the Xbox One. Supposedly there are 15 games, 8 of which are going to be brand new franchises. The rest will be Part 2, Part 3 of games that are already popular. Or I'll put a link down below. You can check it out. Microsoft already has a whole bunch of information and specs and details on it on their website. So check that link out below. To briefly cover the hardware, it turns out it is going to be an 8-core CPU. It's going to have 8 gigabytes of system memory and a very nice, large 500 gigabyte hard drive. So you should be able to load lots of games onto it. Maybe it'll function as a DVR. You can record programming on it and so forth. It will have a Blu-ray drive. It's going to support wireless N to start out with. It also has Wi-Fi Direct, which is what the controllers will use to connect to the Kinect box. Now, software-wise, the operating system is supposed to be a combination of the Xbox OS, which you're familiar with if you have an Xbox, and the Windows kernel. And the reason they're doing this is to allow you to switch between things that you're doing on your screen and also to combine some of them. They showed some shots where you could be playing a game and your Skype call comes in, you can answer it and have the Skype over on the side, or kind of like a picture-in-picture and the rest of the game going on if you don't really want to devote your undivided attention to whoever it is that you're speaking to. You can also, with voice commands or gesture commands, change it to live TV on the screen and then go over to music and set something playing, go into a game, bring Skype up or one of the other apps. And so that's what the operating system is designed to do. My thinking is they know that a lot of people watch TV on their TV, but then they're doing those other things on their tablets, on their phone. I see that with my wife all the time. She puts on something on Netflix to watch on the TV screen. It's just not enough to keep her entertained, and so she'll also have her laptop and she'll be doing Facebook or something and sort of dividing her attention. That's how she likes to do it. Maybe everyone's becoming that way now, and so their thinking is that instead of having the screen there for that and the tablet here for this, they want to take whatever you're doing on that tablet or phone and stick it into a corner of the screen and have kind of a picture-in-picture thing going on. Remains to be seen whether people are going to like that or not. I imagine the interface, if you're going to type out a message or something on the Facebook page, is going to be kind of clunky with the controller unless the voice recognition is good enough, which there was some talk beforehand that the voice recognition might be good enough that you can actually just speak and it'll just type out what you're saying. There will be much improved voice and gesture recognition with the new Kinect sensor, which now can see you in 1080 high definition, and it also has a USB 3 connection to the actual system box, so it can transfer the data a lot faster. Supposedly it can see well enough that it will actually recognize you, so if you walk in front of your game system, turn it on, it looks at your face, it knows who you are, knows what your music library is or what game you're in the middle of playing, and can take you right back there. Now, as for the controller itself, they mentioned that they've made 40 different enhancements and improvements, which had a lot of people worried, thinking they must have messed it all up, but it looks pretty much the same. Some of the improvements that they've made is there's now this Wi-Fi Direct connection that it's going to use to be more responsive in terms of talking to the console, and they've also added a feedback to the triggers, so that depending on the game you're in, if there's shooting involved or what racing or something like that, you can actually have feedback coming through the triggers into your hands, so you can have more of an immersive experience in the game. As I mentioned earlier, 15 new exclusive games coming out on the Xbox One, one of which will be Call of Duty Ghosts, and they've also got video/TV series that Steven Spielberg is involved in that's going to be based on the game Halo. And it's supposed to be a live-action thing. So, does the Wii U and the PlayStation 4 have something to worry about in the new Xbox One? I'd say the jury's still out on it. From what I've seen and read about today about what Microsoft announced, they haven't really won me over to give up all the money that I have invested in our Wii with all the accessories and the games that we bought. So nothing that earth-shattering that said, I've got to have that, I'm going to get the Xbox One this Christmas. But I will say that if I didn't have any gaming system now, was going to look to buy my first one, it looks like this Microsoft One would really be a strong contender.